He's going into his fifth and final year. It's Matthew Coburn from the VIU Mariners joining us for Corner Kick. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Man, this is it for you. Year five.
Yeah, that's all I got. Only 1 year, one more year left. Yeah.
Is this the year that you really want to make an impact then? You really want to win? You really want to get to the next level, like the Nationals, and win that as well?
Yeah, totally. I've had my fair share of shots at the title and I won provincials under my belt, but getting close to the national title and not getting it's been tough. So last year, I got one more shot at it. So hopefully I can give myself a chance to take one home.
If you can remember the first time you played soccer, who got you into the game? Where did the love of soccer come in for you?
Yeah, no, I think I was about probably five, maybe four, and would have been probably my mom just maybe out in the yard or out in the elementary school grass there, just kicking a ball around. And I remember my first team, I think we were called the Cougars or something out in
Okay.
my elementary school, and I actually still talk to a couple of the people on that team, funny enough.
Wow.
So yeah, and then started when I was probably about five, and I just every year just kept going. So I fell in love with it at a really young age, and tried the other sports, and none of them quite didn't like it as much as I did soccer. So
What were those other sports?
baseball, school football, a little bit of
Sure.
basketball, but yeah, nothing quite like it. I don't know, it just hit all the right spots for me. So yeah.
Did mom play soccer? Did anybody else play in your family play soccer even as a kid or growing up?
Like it wasn't much of a sports family. I think my mom
Huh?
was into field hockey when she was in school. My dad played rugby. They're both English, so they moved over into Canada a couple years before I was born. But not a big soccer family. I think I was just the first one to kind of super get into it. My sister tried for a couple years and didn't like it, so I was kind of the only one that got the bug, really.
Do they even watch it on TV when the World Cup comes around? Being from England, you got to cheer for England, right?
Oh yeah, it's always England in this
Okay.
house, and luckily the past couple of years we've had a good Canadian team to cheer for. So
Yeah.
it's always a bit of a, if they ever come up against each other in the World Cup, we'll have a bit of a decision to make. But yeah, England's been the one to support in my household. So
Why do you think you stuck with soccer? So many athletes and kids, you get into a sport and then teenager years, you kind of drop out and stop doing that sport. Why do you think you stayed with it?
yeah, I think for me, like it was probably the easiest way I could connect with other kids my age too. And all pretty much all the friends I have now are because of soccer. And
Yeah.
I think it's the easiest way for me to connect with people. And yeah, just playing, like working together with 10 other people to try and accomplish something. And um yeah, it just keeps me physically active, and
Yeah.
it connects with people I would have never met. So I'm really thankful for it. But yeah, that's probably the main reason why. Yeah.
Why VIU? Why stay on the island? Why stay in Nanaimo?
I went to high school right down the road. I can walk up, I can see it right from VIU. And as I was getting towards the age to choose what I want to do after high school, is right when VIU was starting to really kick it up in nationals. They won in
Yeah.
2017. I was right. They hosted nationals. I was able to be right on the fence when they won. The final whistle blew, and we all stormed the field. And
Oh,
I
that's
honestly
awesome.
think it was at that moment when, like at that point, I was starting to train with some of the VIU teams. I had a coach when I was younger that kind of got me around the environment early.
Mhm.
And when they won nationals, I just saw the culture they'd created and just that moment for them. I think that's when it clicked in for me that VIU was probably the goal, soccer wise. And luckily, I live about 5 minutes away from it. It's up the street, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a natural progression for me.
Yeah. What was nationals like last year? I know we don't even talk about the results, but the experience of going out there and competing, what was that like?
It was awesome. The host did great, and the venue was sweet. They did a really good job. I think they had new facilities up there, and we had a really strong team. And we just ended up getting the first result. You got to win that first game.
Mm.
And Conestoga, we landed them first, and they ended up going all the way to the final. And we had a really good game against them, and fell short. But the whole national process is so tough. You lose the first game, you're probably gonna have to play another four games.
Yeah.
4 games, 4 days is always tough, but it's always a good experience. You know, you always get the rest of the day off usually to go. We went over to Detroit for a
Oh,
day, watched a basketball game as a team, and that stuff. You know, you're gonna remember that. And
yeah.
we were really close last year as a team, so it's always fun. It's always a good time to get to travel. You know, see parts of the country I wouldn't get to see. So hopefully we get to do that again this year. But
Yeah. What's your pregame routine like? Are you a hype guy? Do you need a certain kind of food?
you know, I usually keep the same breakfast. You know, scrambled eggs, toast, maybe a smoothie, but I don't have much as far as like little superstitions or anything. Like, you know, it's usually pretty much the same as far as putting gear on or anything like that. But yeah, I'm more of I think probably a bit of a mellow guy, you know, in the locker room. You know, we had one year, I think it was 2021, we pregame was always Beyond. There's this Beyonce song, I can't remember what it was. It was funny. It was a bunch of guys, a bunch of like 18 to 25-year-old guys just like chilling out to Beyonce for the game, but it like got us in the right headspace. And you know, probably right before the game, if the field is playing some hype music, that probably does me some good. But I like to kind of relax a little bit. I'm already probably already up here, so bringing me down to level is probably where I need to be.
How
But
do you keep it in check as a leader? Because ultimately, I mean, you're a fifth year guy. People are going to come to you for advice. The coaches, I'm sure, are going to thrust you in that leadership role. I guess you can't be too high, can't be too low. That old cliche. Is that what you live by as a leader?
you know, I try. You know, I'm a pretty passionate person on the field, and the past couple of years for sure, as I've noticed, I had to step into that leadership role. I've had to check myself a few moments where, you know, if I'm the one losing my head, then
Yeah,
the younger guys are gonna be like, oh, like, you know, or should we be panicking,
right.
or it's like, you know, is the game out of our hands? And you know, I've tried to really reel that in and kind of be that person people can look up to on the field. I definitely do struggle with a bit because you know, I do spend a lot of the time up here, and but you know, I do take pride in it that, you know, fifth year, especially this year, we got a lot of new guys. We have like I think some 17 rookies or something like that.
Wow.
Like we have a lot of rookies this year, and a very few vets. So it'll be important for me to try and hone in on that leadership role this year.
Yeah. Will you get a chance to soak it all in, being in your last year, and these are the last few games of your at least PAC-West career?
Yeah, you know, that's actually funny. I took a moment the other day to realize that this is, you know, you only get one more preseason. Preseason's my favorite time of the year. You know, we've done all of our trips, and um yeah, I was talking to the coach and just saying I wanted to slow it down this year and really take it all in. And you know, I got one more home opener, I got one more last
Yeah.
game, and you know, you only get so many more away trips, and it'll be something to focus on for me to slow down, really take it all in, and yeah, not let it slide by like the other 4 years have. So,
We'll try to do that. Thanks for your time here today, and good luck this season.
thank you so much.